Angels and demons keep shouting and screaming, I'm falling from Eden. Angels and Demons is what made me who I am right now. It was the pivot, it was the opportunity God gave me and so many millions of fans to really showcase the energy and the talent I can bring to the music industry. So let's get into the backstory. Let me set the scene. Boom, Travis hit us up. Went and met every label in New York, went and met every label in LA, and then I met with Travis last, and we sealed the deal. And we were just kicking it in his car, and he was showing me Acting Like that MGK and Youngblood just dropped a couple months back. And he was just showing me his music, and he was so real, so like what I needed. You know when you can feel like something that you need. He's what I needed. He's like my dad, bro, and he's cute as fuck. So I had to. I'm just kidding. I got to work with these really two fucking cool producers that are still like some of my best friends today, Keith and McKay. And I remember being in the studio, and we had just gotten really deep, bro. Like we were like crying and shit. I was talking about some tough ass shit I was going through at the time, and really everything I had been through in my life. And I remember I wrote this like freestyle ballad that no one will ever hear, maybe they will one day, called Pick Up the Gun, and it was really talking about the lowest point of my life. And right after that, I remember McKay looked at me, he was like, it's just like you got a lot of like angels and demons, And I was like, that's really how it is, life is really about having like the highest points and then the lowest points, and sometimes just meeting them in the middle. And that's what this song is about. Funny enough, I did not get arrested before my song came out. Crazy. In the chorus, I talk about riding in a cop car, no one in the world can help me out. It was almost like I was foreshadowing my own doom. You know what I mean? It was like, maybe I did bring this on myself. Well, I actually did. That's the whole point. And the song was so important to me, I really wanted to be vulnerable and real while still making a sick song. So I remember we went through like 30 different versions of Angels and Demons. We changed it so many times. And finally, it was the moment when we got to send it to Travis, that he really reproduced the whole thing after Keith and McKay and myself were happy with it. And then he sent it back to us, and we were like, holy fuck. So I put it on TikTok, right? Still running the TikTok game, like still trying to get people to know that I'm making music and I'm not just like, whatever the fuck. I've never even been good at that shit anyway. If you find old videos of me, I swear to God, bro, I was like, what the fuck is that, dog? Like, what the fuck? Who does that? Shout out all my friends, like they really like ran with that shit. It just started blowing up. I think now it has over like 140,000 videos made to that song. That type of energy I had never had before in my music. Comatose was doing really, really well, but Angels and Demons was just something different. It was my baby. I was pumped off rip, right? I didn't have anything. I had Travis, and he believed in me, and that's all that I needed. Like, Travis was my man. So I remember the first time I actually ever hung out with Travis was at the Angels and Demons music video. We spent $2,000 on the music video. It was our homies that filmed it. We used one of my manager's house, and it was very in-home, but the song was so big. It was like, how is this coming from that, And I think that's the exact reason, is it was so authentic. There was nothing about it that we wanted to fabricate. We didn't want to like make it something it wasn't. We were just showing you like, yo, this is my song and I hope you fuck with it. Fast forward a little bit, boom, song comes out, doing pretty well. And I don't know how much I'm going to touch on this in this series, because there's a lot of other cool opportunities I get to talk about. But as you all know and everyone's aware, I got arrested in Texas, right? I don't know if it was like maybe like 2 weeks, like a month after I released this song.
It was literally like a week.
It was like a week. That's Shannon, my day-to-day, and she literally does everything for me. And speaking of that, like me and her had not even met yet, right? So this was such an early process. She like saved my life. Everyone in that situation handled it the best they could. And that's what blew up the song. Like, I remember people were posting edits of like my mugshot and shit, and they were like, oh yeah, he really did ride in a cop car. And it was just so funny because I had no plan to do that, and it almost just felt like that's what was supposed to happen. Everything was going according to a plan that I had no idea existed. I had no control over it, but it was still going the way it needed to go. So I was just kind of trusting and holding on to faith and letting moments be moments, and it was the best thing that could have ever happened. This is what I can make it, and that's what I did with Angels and Demon. I put it on TikTok. I told my friends about it, and I just let it be what it needed to be. And that gave me a lot of lessons. It gave me a lot of hope for my upcoming music. And I will always be wait, I don't know. That was stupid. I will always be an angel and a demon. That's what I was going to say. Angels and Demons will always be my baby. You know, like everyone has that one song that they hold on to for the rest of their life, and that one's mine.